Hello, this is Michele Knight, and this is your fortnightly weekly astrology. I'm doing 2 weeks for the next 2 weeks because I'm going on a trip for 3 weeks for work, and hopefully by the time I come back my face will be totally healed. For those wonderful people that have asked how I am, the swelling has gone down, but I'm still covered in a scaly red rash. Lovely. Anyway, the astrology for the next 2 weeks is quite extraordinary. We have a very, very unusual conjunction between Venus and Mars, and we also have a pentagram. So here's your weekly astrology. Leo, it's an exciting and deep and intense 2 weeks, and you're feeling quite keen to take control of your destiny, which is possibly the perfect move. But you've got to pay attention to everything because there's a lot of secrets and there's a lot of intensity going on and a lot of things happening underneath the surface. But I'll get to that in a minute. Firstly, there's a new super moon, and new moons are all about new beginnings, but super new moons can bring about sweeping changes and something unexpected just turning up. And certainly it doesn't have to be something literal, it could be an internal change. Anyway, this one's focused on your relationships. So you're thinking about relationships differently at the very least, and it could be that there's a new beginning, a new start, or a letting go connected to love. It's also the Chinese New Year of the Goat, which is great because that's all about compassion and companionship, and could bring some people into your life who you feel that you've got a very strong connection with, and hopefully you're putting some of that compassion into yourself. And also on the 19th, the sun enters your position of secrets and power and powerlessness, and also there's a 6-planet stellium there, very intense and like a peak experience. So look out for things under the surface, look out for somebody not necessarily being honest with you. Use your intuition and make sure that you're honourable in all the things that you do. There may be temptations and love triangles and all sorts of kind of, that kind of shadowy, intense, passionate, obsessive, jealous energy. Or it could just be something in your past that needs to heal, something that you need to let go of. But fortunately on the 20th, it's all change again. And then we have Moon, Venus and Mars entering your position of adventure, expansion. And you should be feeling very confident and very powerful. But just like Bilbo Baggins, you might be called on a new journey or adventure that you aren't expecting. And it could be connected to love, passion and desire. Also on the 22nd, that energy is around quite a lot because we have a conjunction of Venus and Mars. Now, this is a rare occurrence and they'll be about half a degree away from each other in the sky. And it's all about balancing ourselves, particularly when it comes to love and passion. But you will not be a wallflower when it comes to love over the next 2 weeks. You are leaping into something. It's almost like you want to kind of go after it. There's someone you're attracted to. You will not hesitate to go for it. Now the following week is also incredibly important and intense for you because there's a pentagram in the sky. And this pentagram is, magical stuff. It's again about balancing ourselves. And Juno, the dwarf planet all about relationships, who's kind of like Venus, but actually just brings towards us what we need rather than what we kind of think in our head we need. And it's in your sign, Juno. Powerful stuff, sextiling the moon, sextiling Venus and Mars. You could go on a journey and there could be something that happens in that journey that kind of really surprises you and actually could bring you a new understanding of what happiness is and a commitment to happiness, pleasure and creativity. I am loving the look of that pentagram for you. Anyway, you take care. I send you so much love and I'll speak to you soon.